Hi, my name's Nick Kross and I'm from the South Pacific. Today I'd like to share with you some thoughts on how you can plant a church in the next 12 months. Jesus began his ministry making disciples. His burden was for the gospel to be preached to all humankind. He urged his disciples, "The harvest truly is great, but the labourers are few. Therefore pray the Lord of the harvest to send out labourers into his harvest field." On the evening of his resurrection, he said, "As the Father has sent me, I am sending you." When he met his disciples in Galilee just before he ascended to heaven, he commanded them to go and make disciples of all nations, and this is our commission. Before he ascended to heaven, he made this promise: "You shall receive power when the Holy Spirit has come upon you, and you shall be witnesses to me in Jerusalem and in all Judea and Samaria and to the ends of the earth." Just think about that. A new church is a gathering of new disciples. And while the Gospels outline Jesus' method and model of disciple making, the book of Acts is our guidebook for planting new churches. A basic insight from Paul's missionary journeys of church planting is each local church is responsible to multiply. And note this observation from Ellen White: "Upon all who believe, God has placed a burden of raising up churches." The Seventh-day Adventist Church is to be a movement of church planting. This is how our church started, and this is how it will complete its work. God has called us to plant new and multiplying communities of faith in unentered places. This is the work that God has placed upon all disciples, all believers, pastors and leaders. New believers are to be organised into churches. And further, we must do more than we have done to reach the people of our cities. We are not to erect large buildings in the cities, but over and over again, the light has been given me that we should establish in all of our cities small plants which shall be centres of influence. So why should we plant churches? Let me give you 5 reasons. Firstly, to reach new people. Secondly, to put disciple making back on our agenda as church members. Number 3, to equip new believers and to build new leaders. Fourthly, to build a fresh relationship with God for all of us as his missionaries. And number 5, so that established churches can experience new life as they give birth to other churches. It's God's plan for our life.